Hey guys, we made it to, this is Loxahatchee, right? Loxahatchee?
Yes, this is Loxahatchee.
We are with one and only Bobby Biswas. I made it over here, and gosh, he's got like an amazing collection of trees. And we're just gonna take a look around and see what's going on here. You got some guinea fowl, I guess that's what that is. Those guys are.
The male one has a one syllable sound like chup, 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 and then the ladies have a two syllable sound.
Oh,
so that's
cool.
that's how you know which ones to eat.
Oh, yep. They're announcing which one. They're like, eat me. So you're on like 7 acres or something, right?
I'm on 5 acres
5?
only, but I do a high density planting.
Yeah.
So that allows me to pack in, and I only do fruit trees. I don't have much. I mean, I have a few ornamentals, but not big into ornamentals. Like you're gonna see a few like the shampoo ginger, a little bit of the the black pepper and stuff, which is what we use a lot also. Yeah, black pepper.
Cool.
I got a bunch of them like jackfruits.
That's amazing. Look at that.
This is a manatee dwarf. This one is actually ready.
Cool.
This one is ready. This is a good jackfruit. I have about 25 varieties of jackfruit and and about 8 varieties of hybrids, champa jacks, and maybe about 5 varieties of the Artocarpus integer, the champa dax. But yeah, there you're gonna see about 10 of them here. They're, as you see, they're high density. They're like planted about 10 to 12 feet apart. And I only need a few fruits to sample. I'm not trying to be supplying the local farmers market or anything.
Yeah.
So that's how my goal is. You see like 8 to 10 feet apart, 12 feet maybe depending on the tree. These are my mango aisle. I have about 150 varieties of mangoes.
Gosh, wow.
They're all different. They got pruned. There are people with more mangoes than I do, but I like to sample a little bit of each. So mangoes don't like to fruit if they don't get sun, so pruning is essential. If you don't prune, they're not going to fruit. A few avocados, not a huge avocado fan, but I probably have about 10 varieties. This is a Hialeah red. It turns red when it's not red yet, but it turns red when it's ripe.
Yeah.
This is a seedling of a Simmons avocado. This is a Brogden avocado, a lot of fruits.
Were these here already?
This is a seedling of a Simmons.
Okay.
So this is a Brogden. There's an anise, few others.
Yeah. Did you plant these or were they here?
Everything you see in the property I planted by my hand, except that big mango, which came with the property, that big huge mango.
Okay.
Every single other tree I planted in with my own hands.
Wow.
This is like a 4-in-1 allspice tree. They do fruit because there's like 3 females and 1 male. And you can use the wood for barbecue. I find it a little too strong for me, but jerk chicken, jerk pork, they're really good for that.
Wow.
You can take the wood and put it in the pellet smoker. There's a couple of pedalize out here. Artocarpus sericicarpus.
Very cool.
This is a yerba mate. We make tea out of it, but the process of making tea is a little
Intensive, yeah.
This is Artocarpus rigidus. It's called tamponi. They do have a weeping tail. That could be like a calcium deficiency too. They don't have the structural integrity. The cells needs to be mineralized more. So, but that's okay. I don't mind. This is also rigidus, Artocarpus tamponi. Really good fruit. I would say in the top 5 of Artocarpus. Like sweet, sour, not too sour, but really, really good. It's like as good as a Caladang. If you close your eyes, eat this and a Caladang, you would not know the difference.
Wow.
They're sweet and sour, like really, really good. This is a black cardamom. This is one of the small leaf cinnamons. The cassia cinnamon that you would associate with the market. This is a Ceylon cinnamon. Yeah, take a leaf and Ceylon is Sri Lanka.
Oh, that smells great.
Yeah, this is an Indonesian cinnamon. I forgot the name. There's a different species of cinnamon. See how the leaves are different. These are cacaos, the chocolate that are planted outside. I think I'm like at the northernmost area where I can successfully grow cacaos outside. This one does fruit, but doesn't fruit that much. It's got a ton of flowers.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It doesn't fruit much. I probably got 10, 12 fruits in like, in like last 3 years. But they do better at cross pollination. Sorry. That's the soursop. This is from Home Depot. I really like the flavor. I think I paid $10 for this tree. They had it on sale.
Yeah, I see a flower up there, and
Yeah, this is not a bad soursop. It's sweet sour.
yeah.
Not the best either. This is a Arusha soursop. It's a seedling of an Arusha, so I don't know if I'm technically allowed to call it. But yeah, it's a good soursop.
That's the variety name, or it's
That's the
a?
name of a variety,
Okay,
Arusha,
got it.
A-R-U-S-H-A.
I've not heard of that variety before.
This is a Whitman fiberless.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You see the leaves are
Yeah, it's got that-
like a durian, right?
I know.
But the leaves are like a little bluish. You
Yeah, they
see
have
the
that blush, like kind of.
bluish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you know it's Whitman. It's a seedling of a Cuban fiberless, but an improved version of Cuban. This is my favorite variety. It's the sourless soursop. It tastes like rambutan, no sour. I do get fruits, but something happened. I had to prune it. It got some disease, so I hope it comes back.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
This is an Annona salzmanii, the beach
Oh,
sugar apple. It fruited only once, and the fruit dropped, and my wife ate it. But it is flowers heavily. This is about 16 to 20 feet, 16, 18 feet tall. Yeah,
A lot of people were after that tree for a while.
yeah. It's a good fruit actually. It's a softer fruit, so if you're used to chewier sugar apple, kind of, you may not like it. But it's a softer, like a pineapple, banana taste. It's really good. I like it. I like softer fruits more than I like crunchy fruits. This is a sonkoya, fruited also. It's a really good fruit, but it's not enough flesh. It's like that limpato kesusu of the artocarpus. It kind of tastes okay, but not enough flesh and too much fiber.
Yeah.
It's not an out of that. There's a bunch of
many?
custard apple,
Yeah.
Annona reticulatas. I got tikal, I got sardinaya, kimber red, the yogurt flavor. What else? I got the red, the Fernandez, what's the other one? Okay, so this is a green
Sapote?
sapote. It's actually pretty good. It's a little drier version of mame, which makes it a little more concentrated flavor. Really good. This is a chewy sugar apple, the Thai lizard. It's really good.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Kampong Muang, the red sugar apple. There's
Yeah.
still one left. This is a seedless sugar apple. Yeah, that's a
a cool
seedless
one.
sugar apple. I don't think anybody has it except one guy I know. That's the green one.
Is it pretty? Have you had the fruit yet?
This is a vigorous grower, but not a heavy fruiter.
Yeah.
And
Kind of
it makes smaller fruits. But it tastes just as good as the green one. But the benefit is no seeds. You
Yeah.
can just eat it like an apple once you
That's
peel
really
it. That's
cool.
the regular green one. Let me show you some of the other cool stuff there.
We've got Annona row over here, and
Yeah, that's my Annona row. There's ilamas at the back. This is like, I don't know how much time you got, but this is an Australian Adamoya. It's either probably a Hillary White or a Paxton prolific, one of the two.
yeah.
There's a Timothy also. And I got a whole bunch of Adamoya, like Pink's Mammoth, Pet Pak Chong, Paige, Lisa, Birula.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of abus there. They're all fruited. This is a paste mame. Abus.
Wow, this is sprawling.
Yeah, I use a lot of manure, so I get a lot of huge growth. That I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it's
The is it the lion? I mean,
the lion manure. Yeah, huge growth, explosive growth. You know, I mean, the tree fell down in the hurricane. We get a little bit of wind, and I didn't even bother because you want to spend your time on important things.
Yeah.
So this thing fell down, and I let it be, and this just sprouted. Like, look, this is sprouted from the trunk
That's
that
cool.
fell over.
Yep.
Look at the trunk that fell over. And it's a waste of time to fix it. Let nature take its course. It's probably got a fruit on it.
It's
Look, there's a fruit right there.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's actually probably a lot more stable now that it's kind of laying.
It is
laying
more
over.
stable, yeah. I mean, if nature wants it to go down, who am I to fix it?
Yeah.
Those are a bunch of kaimitos.
Kaimitos.
We get like 1,000 fruits. I sell it to the local market actually too.
Gosh,
The kaimito.
yeah.
I get so many I can't even eat those. There's some of the artocarpuses
Oh,
here.
really cool structure.
I got this is Morang odoratissimus.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Maafala breadfruit.
Mm-hmm.
That's pedalized Sericarpus. This is Artocarpus elasticus. The Mendi. I have some Artocarpus tamaran. More pedalized. Look at some of the leaves on this one, man. It's like so cool.
Yeah. It's
Look
like
at
a
the leaves on.
like a oak leaf papaya or something.
Yeah,
Like a
this
giant
is-
version.
Yeah. Artocarpus tamaran.
Yeah. Cool.
And morang. Some of them are morang here. This is the morang. That's the one in the ground is morang. The leaves are starting to, when the leaves are juvenile, they have these lobes, multiple lobes on them. But when they get bigger, you see the lobes are kind of closing in.
Yes.
And that's when it kind of, you know, it's time to flower. The problem with me is I get too hot and too cold. That's why the black, those are achachas.
Oh, okay.
That's a calcium in my water. I have a high calcium
I
in my
see.
water. And you just got to,
Right.
don't water it on overhead. Just
I thought that was that special goat pea.
goat pea. That's
That makes
different. That's totally different ballgame. This is a soursop. I really like it. It's sweet, slightly sour. This is never defoliates here at my place. It always stays green even in the cold.
Wow.
This is one of the cold hardy. Doesn't mean it's gonna grow in Tennessee, but it's
Way more cold
fruits a lot. Fruits a lot. That's what I care about. It really makes a good drink. I'm gonna make a soursop drink. I got a soursop, picked it up, a Miami soursop from that tree. It was a big fruit. I picked it. I'm gonna make a drink out of it.
Yeah. So is
For
that
you
a
guys to try.
certain variety or just a
This is a
seedling?
variety called Granadilla or Granada.
Granada.
Granada. It's not the best soursop, but it's a great soursop.
Yes. Cold tolerant. Looks like it fruits a lot.
It's cold tolerant up to where I am. It's
Yeah.
not gonna fruit in Orlando or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it might. I've seen some people fruit in Orlando. No disrespect to people in Orlando. That's a Santal.
Yeah.
It's in the mahogany family, so it should be good. This is your favorite fruit here, Jay, if you want to try some.
Oh, the noni.
Yeah. Just so that you just touch it and just smell it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey man,
I've
it's-
grown this before.
It's medicinal, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the leaves, you know, you can take a fish, put some spice on the fish, you put it on the leaf, and then you roll it like this and you barbecue it. It's
Yeah.
really a good flavor, but not the fruit. The fruit is stinky. Bunch of kaimitos. I get a huge production of kaimitos.
Wow. Look at all the
You
flowers.
see all the flowers. This is perfect climate for kaimitos. If we have a perfect climate for some fruit, it would be mangoes, kaimitos, jackfruits, and sapodillas.
Yep.
If you were to be a farmer in West Palm Beach area, those are the 4 things I would plant, like mangoes, jackfruit, sapodillas, and kaimitos.
This is Aki.
This is Aki. It's poisonous. It's the
Yeah.
national fruit of Jamaica. It has to be open before you eat it.
Right.
It has to be open on the tree, not on the floor.
Okay. Well, there's.
Open on the tree, you can eat that. Yeah, it tastes like a cheesy thing, but you got to remove the. So the way I would eat it is, you remove the seed, which is the eye. You remove this red pits.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of this is okay. That's fine. I just eat it.
Okay.
It's not sweet. Just remove the seed.
Yeah. Thanks. And that. Okay. Cool. Interesting. Almost like a-
Langsat domesticum, langsat, longkong. This is a Thai longkong. People said things are tropical and not to do this. I don't listen to people. I just plant it outside. I killed a bunch of trees, but then hey, you get some benefits of not listening to people also.
I really like that fruit.
This is a great fruit. This is the Thai longkong, not the langsat,
Oh,
not the
okay.
lanzones. It's the
Okay.
better version of it.
Ah.
But it's a seedling, but it did flower. But
Mhm.
it's gonna fruit next year, maybe the following. But it did flower.
Sweet.
That's a grafted duku, and that's also duku with a round fruit, the big one. The difference between duku and a langsat is the duku's got a thicker skin. But they kind of both taste similar. It has a grapefruit smell, and they're sweet. It's a bunch of
Wax jumbo here.
wax
Big one, big one.
jambus and mealy apple.
That's huge.
Yeah, this is very good, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Very
See,
pretty.
that's a very good. If you want that, I'll give it to you. If you want.
Oh, I have a small one.
A
Thank
very
you.
good one. That's.
I've got like a 5 gallon.
There's some red and pink ones at the back. These are easier to grow in Florida. This is a hog plum, Spondius mombin, purple. There's some Eugenia's grumichama. More grumichama. This is one of the seedless jujubes. This is a seedless Wilson seedless
Oh, wow.
Sapodilla. Yeah, the seedless doesn't taste that great, but it's seedless.
I'm surprised how big it is, though. I thought it would have been smaller.
Make it even bigger.
Gosh.
That's why this is an Indian Chico sapote. It makes a tiny fruit, and that's what we grew up eating. And I thought, wow, this is cool. And then I came to Florida. I tried the Mexican variety, and the Mexican, which is the Hacia, the commercial, is much better. Much better. This is good for milkshake. This is getting flowers for the first time. This is a seed I got from India, from a fruit I ate that was like 6 years ago.
Oh, cool.
It's just now flowering. I got a few white sapotes back there. This is a Redland variety, which is really good. And then I got a Young Hands. Then I got a Sosa. And a couple of them I have like Bonita Springs, McDeal.
Yeah.
A few of them.
You have rainbow?
I don't have rainbow. That's the Mexican Marcelia.
The blue.
The blue grape.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
I think the manure with a lot of phosphorus helps in fruiting also.
Gosh.
Like a little bit of
Amazing. Look at all those flaxipothes.
yeah, I get a ton of fruits. Most of my fruit goes down to the ground and feeds the tree itself. Somebody told me if you're picking the fruits, you're robbing the tree. So you're supposed to let the fruit drop and rot. That's the ethical thing to do. I don't know if you agree with that or not. Somebody told me that.
I'm sure nature, but, well.
Yeah, so yeah, you know, you pick pick a fruit from the tree and you eat it, you would think that's a natural thing to do, but that's like robbing the tree apparently.
Yeah.
Which is weird. This is a persimmon that fruits here. It flowered, didn't hold fruit. This is a variety called Hudson. It's the Zill variety. They name it the tropical persimmon.
Yeah.
The problem with that is root sprouts everywhere.
I see. Yeah.
But it does fruit here well. It's just a smaller tree to hold fruit.
I think Julian sells that. Right?
Julian sells it. Zill sells it. It's a good variety. It's okay.
Oh, pomelo.
I'm not big into persimmon. I like tropical fruit. The pink pomelo. This is a
Ruby.
Indonesian. No, it's one of them is ruby. I don't know if this one is the ruby or the other. This is probably the ruby. Yeah, it's an Indonesian variety.
Right.
Keppel. It's an Anona see.
Okay.
But I like the leaves on it, like the pink
Yes,
leaves.
so pretty.
Oh, when it gets big, it's like really good. Yeah, this is another Pomatia pinata. That's a green matua. I got two green matuas here. Seems like the green ones are a little more wind resistant, cold resistant. The red ones that I got from Costa Rica are a little more cold sensitive. So I have them inside, somewhat in the greenhouse, but not in the greenhouse. But this is a Nam Nam Cyanometra.
Cool.
Yeah, this tree is 5 years old, believe it or not.
Oh.
And that's
About how big it's gotten.
that's how big it is. A very slow grower, and it's been happy. But even with being happy, that's how they grow. This is coming back with new leaves. This is a one of the Syzygium papuas. It's from Papua, John. So you would think that if it's from the island of Papua, it's got to be cold sensitive, ultra rare, hyper tropical. But just because something grows in Papua doesn't mean it's ultra tropical. Weeds grow in tropics too. Doesn't mean the weed cannot grow in. It's like you're saying
Grass.
Bin Laden has beard, goat has a beard, therefore Bin Laden is a goat.
Yeah.
That's a stupid logic, right?
Yeah.
So So this is a great leaf. It was like 12 inches like that. This makes that. Let me show you the fruit of this one. Syzygium sp Papua. I got my new iPhone 16 Pro Max. Super happy about it. Look at the camera.
Wow, look at that. Good.
It locks in here.
That's sweet.
But anyways, Syzygium sp Sulawesi. This is a killer tree. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be tropical. I mean, I hope it does, man. I mean, I hope.
Yeah. It's like cauliflorus, right?
It is cauliflorus, yeah.
Yeah, look at that. So cool.
And then the leaves are long. So, I mean, other Syzygium does fine here. We never get freezing, so.
Except for that year we do.
Except, you know what? Everything in life is, it's going to be good until it's not. So, you can't be negative about something. This is a cycad. The dinosaur used to eat it. Cannonball, mostly ornamental, giant helmet fruit you can eat. But in the same genus is this guy. You see the leaves are smaller.
Oh.
This is a Mexican
That's cool.
calabash.
Yeah.
And the fruit is small and it's black inside. It's better than that one. You can eat that. I'm excited to try this fruit.
I think I've seen something like that in Honduras before.
Mexican calabash. Yeah, that's a Cecropia. This is just a. I try to grow free eggs. I don't know how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Maybe
6, 7, 8 varieties.
I hear the nematodes are real bad over.
The nematodes, you can counter that with some of the Trichoderma, Trichoderma hercynium, Trichoderma viridae, some of the stew bacterial species. They actually feed on those nematodes. So I know what to do, but I haven't been up with my game. Like if I was putting that crap every 2-3 months, this would be like a big bush with a bunch of fruits. But I know what to do. That's why they're alive. But I don't do often enough because I don't care about figs that much.
Yeah.
But if you do, you know what to do. I mean,
look at this Cecropia. Not quite ready yet. Look at these big monsters here.
This is one of the seedlings of a CH17 Malaysian champadak that we ate. I got a seed from it, and this tree, believe it or not, is 3 years old. 3.5, maybe 4. 3.5.
Yeah. Vigorous.
Yeah, and I got some seedlings from Malaysia, and that's the one you just ate.
It was delicious. Soft,
and it's a hybrid champadak. It's probably 70% champadak, 30% jackfruit.
Really sweet too.
Sweet and sticks to your mouth like the champadak does. Not crunchy at all. That's another variety. That's also a champadak. This one is a little more champadak. It's even softer. But we had a few fruits, but we ate it all. Yeah, this is a little less vigorous. Can you guess what tree that is?
Not sure. Looks like a.
Hey, there is no penalty to it.
Looks like an anono of some sort. No.
Nope.
No.
The sun sapote.
Oh.
Sun sapote. It doesn't make the best fruit, but it's okay. Asubo, Balata, Manilkara, Bidentata.
Hakuna Matata.
It's in the Sapodia family. There's a couple of jackfruits like a banana crush, orange crush, something like that. This is a cool tree. It's a Potaria.
Yeah.
It's a Potaria hybrid. I don't really know. It's a chrysophyllum. Oh yeah, it's a chrysophyllum.
Is it one of the?
It's one of those I got from Costa Rica. I don't really know the variety, to be honest.
Okay.
That's a butterscotch. It's fruited.
Yeah, everybody wanted one of these before.
You know, I think they're great, but they're just too sweet. They're just ridiculously sweet. They're like more sweet than a champadak.
Oh, dang.
Like a bricks of like 37 or something I tested last time.
Goodness.
This is too much. I like this one better. This is Alano.
Mhm.
And I have a Hacia. Hacia is the Mexican commercial variety. I love it. Has a little red blush inside it. This is
Yeah.
Alano, which I love too. And this is Meme apple, Meme Americana. I like that too. This had a tiny fruit, it dropped.
Yeah.
It's a grafted tree. There's a couple of those. That's a Tesoro variety. It's from Julian. Tesoro means treasure. It shakes. So when you take the fruit, it shakes around.
The seed kind of.
This is a bell
Rattles.
fruit. Believe it or not, this is like very religious in India and most of Southeast Asia. And
There you go.
fruit is you can make a drink out of
Yeah.
it.
They-
You don't want to eat the fruit right out of the hand, but you want to make a drink out of it. It's
Yeah.
really amazing flavor. Citrusy, pomelo-y, very good flavor. I love it. I mean,
they like-
I eat all those fruits.
Yeah. You like pop the top off and like mix it
You
inside or
crack it
something?
open, you take the seed and you mix
Yeah.
it with water. You
Yeah.
don't want to blend it with, I'm going to blend the seeds.
Yeah.
You're going to mix it with the water and you sieve it and extract the pulp out of it.
Yeah.
And then you dilute it. It's really good. You don't need any sugar. That's really good. I don't know who is growing this. This is a Mayan bread nut. There's three kinds of bread nut. There's a Mayan bread nut, which is this. And you see the fruits on it. Try a fruit, yeah. You can eat the skin,
very cool.
like and the seeds, they use it to make a Mayan bread nut, Mayan flour. So the seeds would be like you grind it up and make a powder out of it, and then you make you can take that seed,
Oh,
and then and you make bread with it.
it's good. It's a lightly sweet.
Yeah, and then it's the seed that's the most useful. And this is a Bengal currant. This is called a Carissa carandasa. If you know natal plum, this is the same genus as the natal plum.
Yeah.
This is a Carissa carandasa.
Isn't that sort of sour? More sour?
It is sour, but we make a chutney out of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, some people blame a fruit. They don't know what to do with it.
Right.
You got to know what you're doing with the fruit.
Yeah.
This is a fruit, you got to make a chutney out of it.
Yeah.
Like an elephant apple, you know, the elephant apple is also nasty out of the hand. These are marulas, sorry. This is the drunken fruit, the one that the elephants and the rhinos eat and get drunk and
Yeah.
lay on the Africa. I had a giant tree. I mowed it with my lawnmower because it was in the wrong spot. I did it on purpose.
Dang.
And this is, I got 4 because they're supposedly male, female.
Yeah.
So at least one of them is whatever, the different from the other 3. Doing fine, right? They're deciduous. They lose the leaves in the. Anything that loses leaves in the winter
Yeah.
is a good news because they tend to like a little more cold and a little more heat. If it's evergreen, now you know those leaves are dealing with cold and heat at the same time.
Right.
Kind of looking similar. They're carob.
Okay, yeah.
You know, some people use it as a chocolate substitute, a cacao substitute, carob.
You grow that a lot in California.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is Cordia dodecandra, siricote. Cordia dodecandra. I have not tasted the fruit. Those are K apples.
Okay, yeah.
Physic nut, quite good. Tastes like a pine nut and an almond. These are some of the jujubes I got from India, like a bush jujube that are red outside.
That's cool.
You know, the regular jujubes are like green,
Green,
and
yeah.
then the Chinese jujube is like more or less bland and like a red outside. So this is like a small round one that are sweet and tart at the same time. This is Ceylon gooseberry.
Yeah.
It is tart, but I find it amazing. The flavor is. Have you tried it, John? Ceylon gooseberry. Really good.
Typically,
Really,
like
really good.
using like a jam or something, right?
Yeah, jam or wine is what they use, but you can eat it out of hand. This is some of the Campo Malaysia I have mostly inside the greenhouse because I haven't decided where to plant them yet.
Yeah.
This is the Lineatifolia. This is the best tasting Campo Malaysia. I have some Campo Malaysia Fia, the flying saucer. I didn't really like the taste of it. I have some in the greenhouse, but This is the best tasting one, the lineatifolia. It
Yeah.
tastes like a juicy guava.
Yeah, I remember you said that, and I've keeping more attention on my
This is the most cold hardy too.
Yeah.
Well, not that I care about cold hardy because they're like a guava. This is Campo Malaysia. What's the other one? The Schlectoderma something. This is the Super Guabiroba. And I have the regular Guabiroba, which is the Hirsutes, I believe. This is the other one. If somebody ran it over with the dump truck with the poop delivery guy, I want to talk about him, but he ran over it. It came back, which is fine. This is the Campo Malaysia Xanthocarpa. It's got a little fruit on it.
Sure does. There's a couple.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's all the manure, man. I'm telling you. Put a lot of manure. It's got the phosphates in it,
Yeah,
and
I
it
believe
pumps up like a little tiny fruit. It's gonna fruit as a baby, and then gonna kill the tree. This is a governor's plum, Flacortia. Flacortia indica. I have 3 varieties of Flacortia. Flacortia rucum, which is the best tasting out of this genus. It's in the green. That's slow grower. This is a Flacortia indica, which is governor's plum.
Yeah.
Black in color. Then I got a Flacortia lobi, which is also good.
I was always trying to find that second one that you have in the greenhouse.
This is ginberry.
Yeah, those are cool.
Glycosmus something. You know, at some point I was so orangeberry, ginberry, same thing. You can call it different name. No, ginberry. No, what you're talking about, the romberry, the guava berry. That's the Merceria floribunda. You're talking about Merceria floribunda. This is Glycosmus. This is the ginberry. You know, at one point I was so just to get this tree, I drove all the way to Orlando just to get a ginberry because I was missing this one. So, anyways, that tree is dried up. The falsa berries, the sharbat berries.
Yep. That's popular in India, right?
This is very popular in India and Pakistan, northern India. It's a little cold hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. It's not an out of the hand fruit, but you pick like a bushels of it and you make a drink out of it.
Yeah.
Sharbat means drink.
Yeah.
This is Garcinia atroviridis, and these 2 came out of the greenhouse, and I planted them because both of my trees, and I was hoping like with 2 damn trees I would get a fruit. They both are females.
Oh.
So I had to pull 2 more out of the greenhouse and plant them, and they didn't like it being outside, so they're
Struggling
coming new
yeah.
growth. I mean, you know, they got to
Adjust and
adjust. Otherwise, what am I going to do? There's a 4 Garcinia atroviridis. It's the prettiest Garcinia of all. It's like red and yellow blush and red blush. It's sour, but it's good. That's what is it called, John? Nanche. There's 2 kinds of nanche, the round leaf and the long leaf. This is the candle nut fruit, the guajilote.
Yeah.
This is a rare one. I probably got the biggest one out of the whole continental America. This is a Garcinia gumiguta.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is the Cambogia, the formerly Garcinia Cambogia. They named it the gumiguta. It was the ridges like the pumpkin.
Yeah.
This was sold as the weight loss supplement.
Yeah, that's like a superfruit
It's
type
a
thing.
superfruit, with basically a damn oxalic acid, but it's good tasting. They make a syrup out of it for fish curries. It's really unique. So you got to know what you're doing. You can't just take a fruit and bite it and say, nasty. No, there is a purpose for every fruit. You got to know what this fruit is used for. This is used in fish and pork curries. You know, you can't just eat it out of the hand.
Yep.
This is the Garcinia scomberkiana. This is the madan fruit. Right, fruits.
Do the flies like the flowers or something?
The more the flies, the better.
Yeah.
You want to throw a dead cat or something underneath.
or a coyote.
But you see the flies are great.
Yeah.
No, that's
Oh, man, there's
because-
something down there.
No, when I lawn mow,
Yeah.
when I see a frog, I run over it. That's the frog will
Okay.
create the flies, the maggots laying the flies. Some of the antidesmas I got a big name. I got like 5 varieties of antidesma. This is the river cherry. I forget the name. It's like 5 varieties of antidesma. Some imbays.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
All are sweet imbays. They're all sweet.
Yeah.
Very little sour.